evening, folks. Ken Hovind here and the crew at Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. At Dinosaur Adventureland, it is a Genesis Baptist Church. We're having a blast around here. It is September the 15th. Today was a day off, Joseph. I work as hard on my day off as I do. What did I do? The Bible says no rest for the wicked. Must have been something. I can't remember, though. Okay, tonight we'll be in Proverbs chapter 23. Dead center in the Bible is the book of Psalms. Right after that's the book of Proverbs. So go to Proverbs chapter 23. The Bible is divided up into two sections, Old Testament and New Testament. Old Testament's everything before Jesus came, 39 books there. It's about 3/4 of the Bible. New Testament is everything after Jesus came, about 1/4 of the Bible with 27 books. Each book, most of them divided up into chapters, 1,189 chapters in the Bible, and the chapters divided up into verses. That would be, 33,101 verses in the Bible, if you got the right Bible. Okay, anyway, who cares? We're in Proverbs chapter 23, special advice for your son. Go around Rumble, Facebook, a whole bunch of channels. Finally got over 10,000, exactly 10,000 on Rumble. Pretty cool. Sign up for all of them in case they take one down. You'll be able to get us somewhere. We were on a bunch of different channels. They took us off of YouTube, but still, a lot of people are posting my stuff, and I encourage you, please do. Get our stuff, repost it on your YouTube channel. We want to win the world, not build a castle. Okay, let's see. TikTok, a bunch of them there tonight. The Proverbs 23, the 14th, 15th of September. You know, I got thinking here, for the last couple of weeks, a lot of people are lonely for the holidays. Well, come visit DAL. We will be your family. You get free cabin, utilities, meals. Call 855-BIG-DINO to get a cabin reserved. We might have 10 more cabins in Noah's Ark available by then. Right now, it's just the poles in the ground. So if you're a plumber or an electrician, please come. We got big plans for 10 more cabins in Noah's Ark. Come on down. So if you do plumbing, especially framing, carpentry, hopefully going to be done before that, but electrical, come on down. We'll put you to work. 61% of Americans feel sad or lonely this holiday season. 37% wish they could skip it altogether. Among those struggling, 67% blame society or cultural expectations. 49% say they don't believe others acknowledge their feelings. We do. Come on, we'll be your family. Seriously, we'd like to help you out. October, I have Columbus Day. That's the day the Indians discovered Columbus in their front yard, or something like that, okay? Then we have a special day coming up on Halloween. We got to get a new name for it besides Pumpkin Chunkin' contest, or we got to do some Anybody get a good name for that besides Halloween? We want people to come here and have a good time, and we'll sing and have activities and games and everything except spooks and goblins, okay? So think of a good name for it, okay? And then November, we got Thanksgiving, special day, Veterans Day. All you veterans, please come. We'll be your family on Veterans Day. Okay, and then Christmas, of course. You're welcome here to come for Christmas. Okay, comments on comments. Joseph, I'm going to add a new section to my show every night. I'm going to go, because so many atheist shows are picking on me, and they got the dumbest comments on there. Let's see. Comments on comments. This is a show that Big Bad Mama did. They play my material, which is great. Okay, their people get to get some common sense for a while. One con man endorses another con man. This is where me about Ron Wyatt's finding. Yes, I believe Ron Wyatt found that stuff, okay? So where is Ron Wyatt's Nobel Prize? Why wasn't he in international news? Oh, I don't know. They don't want the truth, maybe, okay? Where's the scientific evidence? Oh, have you looked at it? I've seen it. I've been to Ron's museum, and his wife now has the museum at their house in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Go see for yourself. Plenty of evidence, okay? He was really credible in finding things that don't exist. Well, Ian, whoever you are, Davis, call for a debate. 855-BIG-DINO, extension 4. Book him, Joseph. He was a scammer. You're talking about Charles Darwin? Well, that's the truth. Gee whiz. Okay. Oh, Kent wants a bit of teriyaki. Is teriyaki an alcohol or something? I don't know. Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm doing fine as I am, just fine, okay? Nothing screams credibility like a guy who doesn't understand that archaeology is slow and meticulous. Really? You sure about that? Not just about blasting a hole in a wall and seeing what's on the other side. Well, you have no clue what Ron Wyatt did. There's your problem. You're stupid, okay? Ignorance can be fixed. Stupid, even a 2x4 won't fix that, but we'll try, okay? Let's see, Mark Reed, atheism. Okay, so a con man vouches for the credibility of the con man, right? Yeah, that was Charles Darwin and all the people that vouched for him. That's the con man, okay? Funny, all these people claiming Ron Wyatt was a con man, yet none of them supply any evidence I agree. N8, 4, whatever you are. They just blabber with their mouth. That's all. They like to hear themselves talk. Okay, Simon Dan did one on me a couple months ago. Got 54,000 views. They use a lot of my stuff because they get a lot of views. Can't hold it. Thank you guys for riding on my coattails. Appreciate that. Let's see. He believes disproves evolution. Yeah, easy, Dan. Here's comments from his. I said, you're getting desperate, Dan. This terrible, weak response of yours should embarrass even you. Call 855 Big Dino Extension 4 to schedule a debate when you work up the nerve. Open challenge, Dan. Tell him. Everybody call him. Tell him. I guess Kent qualifies as one of the creeping things that creepeth upon the earth. One of the ducking creepiest. Let's see. I absolutely can stand Kent. I hate his obnoxious voice. Robert, come on now. I have a nice voice. What's left of it? I talk a lot, okay? I'm trying to spread the truth. Let's see. His personality is so twisted and pure evil. Will for ignorance is evil. Well, Robert, you are clueless. Why don't you call for a debate and give some specifics? That's a generic comment you made there. Give a specific. Where on earth is my personality twisted or evil? I'm the nicest guy I've ever met. Right, Joseph? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Kent makes his living as an apologist, AKA professional liar. Well, Michael, you don't know what an apologist is then. They're apologists for almost all kinds of different factors in science, okay? He probably does understand evolution. Oh, I really do. But he can't ever admit it. Oh, I admit it. I understand it. And it's stupid. I understand it really well. Enough to know it's dumb. Bananas are not related to pine trees and elephants and whales. They're not. You can believe that if you want. And that is what evolution says. They got these charts with everything related. It's stupid, okay? How did he get going on this? Oh, okay. I absolutely can stand Kent, his obnoxious voice. Let's see. This guy said, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Yes, he's creepy as hell. Oh, I don't think hell's too creepy. You might don't want to go there. So William writes in, so you mean you can't stand Kent? Or Kent. It's got a T on there, Kent. Okay. There's a bird called the cuckoo bird. How many have heard of the cuckoo bird before? You know, cuckoo, cuckoo, the cuckoo clock and all that stuff. You know, the cuckoo bird steals other birds' nests. The bird comes in, lays one of its eggs in somebody else's nest, and then leaves. So that mama bird is raising somebody else's kids. Sounds like our welfare system, doesn't it? They like to go have a lot of kids and let somebody else pay to raise them. Yeah, cuckoo bird, okay. The common cuckoo is an obligate brood parasite, laying its eggs in the nests of other birds, especially species like duncocks, meadow pipits, and reed warblers. Cuckoo's eggs are larger than those, but often mimic the color. How did they learn to do that? Mimic the color and the pattern. Huh. How did the cuckoo bird learn that? Let's see. Once hatched, the cuckoo chick may push the host chicks or eggs or chicks out of the nest, ensuring it receives all the parental care. That's what you atheists do. You wait for Christians to build schools and build universities, and then you come in and take them over. So you got to study the history of most universities in America were started by godly people, in the early days especially. Anyway, still looking for a wife for Turbo. If you find one, help Turbo. He's 17 years old. He's got his own house paid for. He's an African spurred tortoise. Need one quick, okay? But your whole family, it's always good to come see Dinosaur Adventureland. It's a blast around here. Visitors, perfect place to bring your family, have a family reunion, conference, have a retreat, church camp, scout camp, etc. Okay, come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. Like our channel, please do all that kind of stuff. Help us to open for free. We do this every week. And drdino.com is our website. Okay, get our video series, 18 hours on science in the Bible. It'll really strengthen your faith. I got 3 calls today while I'm driving around doing errands. Rehoven, your video changed my life. I said, well, good. Spread it around. That's all I ask. Tell somebody else about it, okay? Get our series on what the Bible says about the future. What on earth is about to happen? The Woe series right here in front of me. I can't see it there. Okay. Woe series. Help needed. Let's see. We need some help. Okay. I want to go to slide number 1159. Proverbs chapter 23. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee. He's giving advice to his son. Son, when you're sitting to eat with somebody who's important, you don't eat like a slob. Use some manners, okay? Put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. If you're one of those likes to pig out, just say, not at this guy's house. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Son, when you eat with leaders, don't pig out. Use good manners and eat slowly. You understand, son? Son, you're not getting it. Some of it might go in your mouth if you're not careful there, okay? Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? Riches certainly make themselves wings and fly away. How many of you ever had money at one time and you don't remember where it went? Now it's all gone. What happened? Go back and look how much you made last year. See, where did it all go? Money just, okay. Son, don't spend your life working for money. It doesn't matter how much you make. It will all be gone. You're going to be gone one day. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart's not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up and lose thy sweet words. Son, don't spend your life working for money. Doesn't matter, it'll be gone. You're going to eat it up. It'll just disappear, okay? Speak not in the ears of a fool. He will despise the wisdom of thy words. Some people, it's a waste of time to give them any advice, just a complete waste of time. Remove not the old landmark and enter not into the field of the fatherless. We talked about that yesterday, about all the landmarks and fences and boundaries. Don't move them. Their Redeemer is mighty, and he shall plead their cause with thee. You know how many wars have been fought over territory? Nearly all of them. Fight to take over somebody else's land, okay? Son, don't waste your words on a fool like atheists who claim there's no God. They despise wisdom. They wouldn't know it if they saw it. Speak not in the ears of a fool. Remove not the old landmark. Son, don't take advantage of orphans or cheat them in any way. God will step in and fix it if you're not careful. Apply thine heart to instruction and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child. If thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Look, dads, moms, correct your children when they're young and get them in line. Make them learn who's boss, okay? And get a series of authority here. Thou shalt beat him with the rod and shalt deliver his soul from hell. My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reins shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Son, I'm proud of you. It gives me great joy when you make wise decisions and when I hear you talk right. Gives me great joy. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise. Guide thy heart in the way. Be not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty. A good way to get broke? Become an alcoholic. You'll lose everything you got. And drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Always lazy, always sleeping. I'm too tired, I can't do it. You're going to be poor, son. Don't make close friends of those who drink or pig out. They will be broke one day. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee. Despise not thy mother when she's old. Buy the truth, sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Son, learn good things. Some of you waste so much time learning stupid things. You spend hours and hours learning how to play a video game. For what? What good does that do? The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. Are you a parent? Do you make your parents glad they had you? My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for prey. She increaseth the transgressors among sinners. Son, stay away. Let me help you stay away. Get through these teen years. Stay away from wicked women. Stay away from wicked women, son. They're lying in wait to pounce on you and destroy your life. There's a bunch of them out there. Yeah. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow? Who hath contention? Who hath babbling? Who hath wounds without cause? They got wounded, don't even know how, don't remember. And hath redness of eyes? Who has that? They that tarry long at the wine. They that know go to seek the mixed wine. I remember a 16-year-old got saved, gave my heart to the Lord, got saved 1 month after my birthday. And I began reading my Bible avidly, read it through a bunch of times. And I came across verses like this, and I just made a decision. I'm never going to touch it. Never tasted wine. Don't know what it looked. I don't care. Never tasted alcohol. Not going to. I think I made it this far, brother. How much money have I saved? A lot. Okay. Look not thou upon the wine when it's red. What? In other words, see, the word wine in the Bible can mean grape juice. So when Jesus made wine and they drank it same day, I think it was just grape juice. And he said, don't look at it when it's red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself. In other words, when it gets fermented. So when the wine gets fermented, don't look at it. I thought that to mean, okay, I won't. I just ignore it, okay? At the last, it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder, which is a poisonous serpent. Thine eyes shall behold strange women. Thy heart shall utter perverse things. How many have heard somebody who's drunk utter perverse things because they're drunk? Yeah, okay. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or he that lieth upon the top of a mast. They have stricken me, shalt thou say. I was not sick. They have beaten me. I didn't feel it. I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. As soon as I sober up, I'm going to go get drunk again. That's the way they're talking. This is stupid. Drunks create their own problems, son. They babble things they won't remember later. Just don't look at it, touch it, or taste it, son. That's the safest path. The last thing I remember was downing that fifth beer. How'd we end up here in the hospital? I wonder how many accidents are caused, how many deaths are caused by that stupid alcohol drink. Anyway, that's the end of Proverbs 23, and a short one tonight. Sorry about the throat. I got to give it a rest. Any questions or comments, Joe?
Yeah, there's a couple questions.
Okay. Mauricio, what do you think about the pastor on YouTube, Robert Breaker? Oh, if it's a Robert Breaker I'm thinking of from Milton, Florida, I know Robert, a friend of his for a long time. I haven't seen him in years, but we were friends years ago. Everything I know is fine as far as I know. I don't know what he believes on every topic. I don't give anybody just a blanket recommendation. I want to know specific topics. Let's say there's 30 different doctrines in the Bible. I might agree with them on 28 of them and disagree on one or two. That's why I'm an independent Baptist. I don't care what the rest of the Baptists believe. I don't care what the rest of the creationists believe. I'll listen to their arguments and then decide what I think is right for me to do. Okay? Thank you. Tell Robert I said hi. Tell him to come up and visit if he still lives in Milton near Pensacola. Doug, how can you make an evolutionist understand that because we and plants and animals are eukaryotes, that we are not the same? I'm debating an evolution. That idea that they're all eukaryotes is just stupid. All that means is the way our cells are designed are all made the same way. You have a cell and inside's a nucleus, and the nucleus has a wall around it. Some don't have that. The chromosomes are floating freely. Well, so because our cells have an enclosed nucleus, therefore that proves we're related? Stop and think. That is stupid. Doesn't prove any such thing. It's a good design. I think it works pretty good. Mine are fine as far as I know. Okay. I haven't seen them in a while. They're pretty small, but that's a crazy argument for evolution. They're so desperate that they use stuff like that. Okay. So Doug, tell them, give me a call. I'll debate them. Rot G. If shaking the dust off your feet still apply today? Oh, I think it still applies today. We had to shake the dust off our feet this morning on what? Came here to help 2 weeks ago, did almost nothing, said bye. We're done. We're done helping. Well, what about bye? Okay. Edmund, God bless. Can you tell me who is the Lord giving the kingdom to in Matthew 21? I'd have to do some study on that one. Those who are persecuted, see, there's a kingdom on earth, 1,000-year kingdom. Those who are killed for their faith certainly get to rule and reign in that kingdom. I think most other Christians get resurrected and get to live there also. That's a touchy subject that I'm not 100% sure what the Bible teaches on that. But I've only been studying it 56 years. But so far, I would say it looks to me like it's pretty clear that those who are beheaded, for sure, they get to rule and reign with Christ. If there's a 1,000-year kingdom coming up called the millennium. Oh, up here where you can see it. Here it is. I had to take out 231 feet to make it fit on my chart because it's 1,000 years long. So anyway, you can get my chart. That kingdom is on earth. And we get a new body, and he's going to make a new heaven and a new earth after that. So there's the heavenly kingdom, and there's the earthly kingdom. So it becomes a long, interesting study that I'll have to do another time. Okay? Nicholas, hope you and the crew are doing well. Doc, a special day. Congrats on hitting 10,000 subs. YouTube, how would you celebrate this milestone? Hope we all go to Hawaii. See you surfing. I surfed when I was a kid, believe it or not, went to Hawaii with my parents and got on the surfboard and did okay. Okay. Seems like an awful lot of work to paddle all the way out there and then come back in and paddle all the way out and come back in. I'd rather drive my car. Okay. All right. See you tomorrow night. Proverbs, the next 24.